Hi Lillian, and thank you for submitting your question for your free relationship reading. This is what we have here. This first line is, this is a gypsy love spread. This is your relationship or your situation, outside influences, advice. So it looks to me like you guys have overcome an obstacle, but it's not over yet. So I think this has to do, this card here has to do with like you found something out, new information came to light, and you know, you guys were able to, it was like a struggle with this information. You guys were able to overcome it, and you're, you know, it's like you're almost there. But I think with this 6, you need to work on your communication skills. So I don't know if somebody's getting left in the dark a lot about what's going on, or that's kind of what I feel like it is. Like one side doesn't really communicate what they're doing or what they're expecting, or you know, what their plans are, and the other side doesn't know. And then just from the fact that things come out later and they didn't know, it's like it looks bad, or it makes the other person irritated. There's like, well, you should have just told me, kind of thing. That's, I don't know. I could be off. Like I said, these are playing cards. I'm learning them. It's like getting your hair cut at beauty school. Don't know. But anyway, so that's what I'm seeing here. Now, interestingly, this 3 of spades here is pointing at this Jack of Hearts, you know, so this is like a triangle pointing at this person. So outside influences. I don't know if it's a family member. I don't know if it's somebody, but I feel like there's somebody that might be meddling in your relationship a little bit, and it may tie into what I just said. I feel like this person made an introduction to somebody. So like an introduction was made. And I don't know if you guys have, I'm thinking like you guys have some kind of financial goals, or you're just trying to set up finances or something like that. So this person, this Queen of Pentacles, had something to do with those finances. Or it's just like somebody like, you're like, yeah, I want to be like that person because they got it together. But anyway, this Jack made this introduction, and I think that's kind of what started some of this problem with, like, we're not communicating here. I'm not getting filled in, or you weren't filling the other person in. So the advice is okay, so the advice is it's like, take it as it comes. It looks like with this 10 of Hearts, like the relationship will be great. But this 4 is talking about like kind of getting your goals and your ambitions for the relationship, kind of like getting them together a little bit. I think that needs to be talked out or worked out like a little bit. But what I'm going to say is going to contradict what I'm just saying right now. It's a little bit of like, where are we going? Let's kind of like, maybe it's just like setting the ground rules, okay? Like, this is the ground rules, okay? And it's like, that leads to great happiness. But then we have the Joker. So it's kind of like, anything could happen. Anything could happen. So be ready. Be ready. But I think it's good. I really do think it's good. It's just like, it's taxing your flexibility. It's teaching you to be more flexible and to be able to take things as they come. So, you know, maybe that's what this whole thing up here was about. It's like, hey, I didn't know about that. I can't, you know. So maybe with this, you got to be, you know, be ready, because anything goes. Anything goes. And I would say set ground rules. That's what I would say with this. It's like you just got to hash out like something real simple. Like, these are the ground rules, and this is how we're going to do it. So it looks good, and thanks again for submitting your question. All right, Neha, not sure how to say your name. Thank you so much for submitting your question. You were asking what are the blocks either to your relationship or in your relationship. I don't know if you're in a relationship or not. I kind of have a feeling you're not, but I don't know. I could be wrong. But my first impression here is too many cooks in the kitchen. Too many people giving you advice. Too many people meddling where they don't need to be meddling. That was my overall. I was like, whoa. Everybody's got something to say, and you need to stand on your own 2 feet with this. So I'll jump right down here to the advice. The eights are about. It's like the struggle to make things real. So, and we have the Jack of Spades here, and so the Jack of Spades can be kind of like the pain in the ass teenager is like, I'm going to do it my way. But in this case, I think that's what you need to make real is you be the pain in the ass teenager and you go, I'm going to make it real my way. I'm going to do it my way. I don't care what you say. You guys are all, you don't have to say you're all wrong, but it's like, hey, I can do it on my own. Thank you very much. And so with the 7 here, that the 7 is that's kind of where you're at. It's like you need to decide what kind of relationship you want. That's the whole thing with the 7s. So it's like once you can, tap into your heart and decide what do you really want in a relationship? What kind of relationship do you want? Then you can do this 8 of making it real, and you can like tell everybody, I got it. Thank you, but I got it. I really feel like that's the crux of the relationship or of your question. I don't feel like I need to go into who all these people are and what they're doing and blah, 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 blah. It's like, I think this is a situation of you standing on your own 2 feet and establishing your independence and your defending your abilities to be able to think for yourself and do for yourself. And these other people need to take a hike. I did have one card that jumped out, so I put it aside. So here we have the three of hearts. So I think that's reiterating once again. It's like that's what's causing the problem. It's like there's a third wheel, which is all these other people telling you what to do. That's throwing off what your true desires are. So hope that helps. And then, like I said, I feel like you're not in a relationship, but if you are, it's really the same thing I said about, you need to stand on your own 2 feet and decide what you think about this relationship and what you want to do with it. So best of luck to you. And thanks again for the question. Hi, Colleen, and thank you for your question. Okay, taking a look here, and for your relationship question, you just said you wanted a reading, so I don't know if you're in a relationship or you're not, but we'll talk around relationships for you, relationship. What it looks like to me, it seems like with these 2 cards that you have a lot of success in other parts of your life, and you're almost there with relationships. So hang in there. Like if it's not working, hang in there because you're almost there. And that happens for all of us. It's like we have parts of life that go real well and parts of life that we continually struggle with. So that's what I'm saying. With the relationships, you're almost there. So it looks like the influences around you. It seems like it's about like how to create order and structure. How to think about things. Yes, so as I said, it seems to be about like how to create order and structure, how to go for your goals and how to think about things. In you know what I mean, in terms of relationship, because I think, if it's just you, it's fine, but if you have to include other people, that's where the problem lies. So I think the advice is to go to this person, because I think there's somebody who can help you, the Queen of Hearts, somebody who has a good relationship, somebody who has experience, somebody that can kind of help advise you about how, it's like how to organize all of this, and like how would that all be organized in a relationship. So that's what it looks like. It looks like to me. It's all about this how are we going to bring it into being, and how we're going to organize it. Peace is what I see around relationships. So without more details, it's hard for me to go further with that. But there is somebody who can help you. So reach out to them. And thanks for your question. Hi there, Brendan, and thank you for taking a chance with this relationship reading. I have switched to tarot cards because the response to the question of who wants a reading was so overwhelming. I just thought I'd do a few readings with the playing cards, but there's so many people ask for a reading that I'm switching to tarot, because I know tarot so much better. I've been reading tarot for decades, so it's not quite so, it's not stretching my brain so much as the playing cards. Although I really liked how those playing card readings came out. I mean, I can really see how they read so much differently than tarot, but you don't care about that. You care about your reading. So here we are with Brandon. Brandon, don't know if you're in a relationship or not. So first line. What this is saying is this: you either just did this, or if you do this, this is what's going to happen. So as far as relationships, this is going out on a limb and starting a brand new chapter. This is throwing caution to the wind and just going, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to see what happens. So either you just put yourself out there suddenly and you got in a relationship, or it's saying if you do this, then you'll get in a relationship. Because right next to it is we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Rods. So this is exciting new possibilities. This is new passion. This is almost like feeling love, real love for the first time. I'm excited for you, because this is so awesome. I don't know if I've ever seen these three cards together like this. I probably have, but I just don't remember. But anyway, I mean, I'm seeing this is brand new, shiny new penny relationship happening, or gonna happen if you just take the risk. What's around you is, I think we've got, either you were in a situation where there was a lot of friction and you're dealing with somebody who was very, very black and white, and I want, and this is what I need from you, and very blah, 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 blah. Or you're dealing with people who are saying, Brandon, why are you doing that, Brandon? This is what we need. And they're, what I mean? They're giving you a hard time. So it's you have the opportunity to see see everything a brand new way. And so the advice is work your plan, trust your intuition, and defend your position. So that's it. It's it's kind of block out all the other noise. Do your work your plan, trust your intuition, know that, everything happens in cycles and seasons, and you're in a brand new season. So if you have any doubts, just check your gut, and your gut's going to tell you, and defend your position. You're going to have to defend your position, because I think there's other people that don't like it. So hope that helps. Hi, Jacob, and thank you for sticking your neck out and getting a reading here. If you didn't catch it, I switched to tarot cards because I had so many people ask for readings. I'm learning playing cards, so it was too taxing for me to just keep reading them. So I switched to tarot, which I know so much better. So, okay, so Jacob, unlike a lot of the people I've read for so far, it seems like you have a very supportive environment. Like the people around you are very supportive of you in the relationship realm. For the top line here, we've got the Hermit, the Magician, the Hangman. So you're going through some major stuff. This is a major transition. I think you're trying to get some really important questions answered. I guess since this is a relationship reading about relationship, and let me tell you that the answers are not going to come quickly. So just be patient. With the Hermit, you're searching inside, and with the Magician, you're really trying to use everything you have to pull this off. And the Hangman is saying, but you're in a stuck spot. It may help you to kind of look at things in a different way, or like I said, just be patient and wait, because the answer is going to come. You have, like I said, the environment around you here is very supportive. You have the Sun, the Two of Rods, and the Queen of Rods. So I don't know if this is the person that you're in relationship with, or if you're in a relationship, because like I said, most people didn't tell me. But you're getting support. Okay, you're getting support. So that's good. That makes me happy. That makes me not worried about you, because if you were completely alone, I would be worried. Now, if you feel like you're completely alone, know that that there are people here that are absolutely willing to support you and support your dreams and your visions, and they want to see your success. I mean, absolutely. There's no question about that. The advice here is, however, despite this support, it's like this is going to have to be your journey. You're going to have to work through this. But be open to communication from other people and inspiration from other people. You don't necessarily need to shut yourself off like this Hermit here to get this work done, but it is squarely on your shoulders, if that makes any sense. And then lastly, we have the Justice card. So you have to think about what's right and fair in this situation. What would you do if you didn't feel like you were going to be judged? How are you going to balance things out? All those kind of questions. So that's what you're working with. That's what you're struggling with. But I would say the big key here is that other people are in your corner. They want to support you, and you can definitely communicate with them and talk with them, because you don't have to worry about them spoiling your pudding or whatever, because they really do want the best for you. But in the end, it's the decision, and what you do is it's all on you. So I hope that helps, Jacob. Hi, Katarzyna, or Katarzyna. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Thank you for asking for a free relationship reading. So here we go. Where to start? We've got 3 4s. I'm going to start there. We've got 3 4s. So we've got a lot of stability, but we can't get to the next level. And sometimes like that's okay, but I kind of feel like maybe that's not okay in this situation. What we've got here of what's happening in the relationship and with you is we've got the Knight of Pentacles meeting the Knight of Rods, and the result is the Four of Cups. So, the Knight of Pentacles is saying, what's practical here? What can we do about things? How can we create more of what we want in the physical realm? And then we have the Knight of Rods, who says, how can we go for our dreams? How can we go for our goals? How can we get energy up so we can move forward? And those two kind of maybe block each other out a little bit. And so the result is the Four of Cups, where you go, well, I'm just going to disconnect. I'm going to emotionally disconnect and withdraw and not deal with this right now. For what's going on around you here in the second line. We've got the Four of Rods, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. So once again, we have like the stability, like things are good, you can't complain kind of thing. But the Queen of Swords is saying, and this may be you or this may be somebody else who's posing this to you, it's like, what do you really want? Like, how can you communicate what you absolutely need from other people in a very like black and white way, and it may even seem like a little bit of a cold way, but it's like the swords cut things and separate things. So it's like, the Queen of Swords says like, hey, I need this from you, and if you can't give it to me, then I'm going to have to blank, so kind of like ultimatums kind of thing. And then the Queen of Cups is like, I really, for some reason, I feel like, how can I be a good mother in this situation? That's what I feel like this is about. But it's like, how can I support the people around me? How can I promote good feelings? How can I, get all the warmth and closeness and stuff flowing among everybody in this situation? So once again, we've got like kind of like this issue where it's like, hey, there's something I really need. And how can I communicate that? And then how can I be a good mother? And like I said, these may be other people that are telling you like, hey, you need to do this kind of thing, And like I said, the situation is good enough. It's okay. But is it going to the next level, And that's what I think that's what you're struggling with. So the advice here is, the advice ultimately is go ahead and take your time here with this Four of Swords. It's like, go ahead and take your time and think about it. And I think, enjoy what you have. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with the situation. It's good enough, and you have people that love you, and you feel good about it. But there's like, okay, what's the next level here? What's that little bit more? Maybe you have young kids and you're like, how can I step away and do something along those lines is going on. So like I said, take your time and think about it, and just enjoy what you have, and it'll work itself out. I think this will totally, it comes with the territory, whatever it is. And like I said, I think it's about being a mother. So hope that helps. Bye.